are, in an election, there are the duopoly candidates, the uniparty, but there are two that are kind of making big swaths kind of in the Libertarian circle, RFK Jr. and Vivek Ramaswamy, to piggyback on the issue of big pharma corruption. What, in your mind, accounts for the energy behind the message that they're saying within libertarian circles, and how, as candidates, can you kind of tap into that here in North Carolina to make a more broad North Carolina focused message? And first question to you, Mike, and then we'll bat it over to you.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of it is the fact that I think most of America, and clearly from the data, most of North Carolina seems to be pretty sick of Republicans and Democrats. They keep tossing power back and forth, and things keep getting worse for regular North Carolinians. So I think when someone sees that idea of an outsider, especially challenging some candidates that are as unpopular as Trump and Biden, right? That's one of the challenges that both Shannon and I have to overcome in this race, and one that you had to overcome when you were campaigning, is everyone's like, you're a libertarian, you can't win. So they see some kind of outsider in one of the parties that they think can win, and they kind of get excited because maybe that person seems slightly less authoritarian, right? At the end of the day, here's what I know. If somehow Vivek wins, if somehow RFK wins, libertarians are not going to see any meaningful move in the direction of liberty versus actually electing literally any libertarian. So I think part of it plays into the sense that they're tired of the status quo. I know I am. I think you probably are, and probably a lot of you, if you're watching this, are too. And I think that both of those candidates have an ability to communicate and seem to be pushing kind of that anti-establishment. Here's the reality. They're not going to make it past Trump or Biden. We're never going to get to vote for them. And in my personal opinion of the uniparty, they're never going to give you anybody worth voting for. They won't allow it, because if anybody actually believes in returning power to the people or putting people above special interests, the RNC and the DNC will make damn sure that they do not appear on the ballot for you. That's not the case, at least in the Libertarian Party of North Carolina, and I could say that with certainty.
That's a very good answer. Thank you so much for the expansion. To you, Shannon, there is energy in libertarian circles around some of the messages that these establishment, well, maybe they're not establishment, but these duopoly candidates have. What's your idea about, digging into that energy, tapping into it for your campaign, and promoting a message of unity and bridge building in North Carolina?
Well, I think the message that RFK Jr. is currently putting out, he's mentioned a few things on qualified immunity. He's blockchain friendly, very liberty focused. And as Mike said, you're going to get that with any libertarian, but it is nice to see someone wearing the Democrat label actually talking about personal freedom and liberty, as opposed to do what we say or we're going to throw you in jail, right? Even the Democrats who are saying, let's legalize weed. That's not really what they're saying. What they're saying is, let's make it okay for you to buy and sell it so that you can give us money, the state. And if you don't give us money, then we're still going to throw you in jail. So they're not decriminalizing anything. So I love that they're out talking about the corruption with Big Pharma, qualified immunity. So they are definitely some of our they're definitely my favorite Democratic politicians currently in our current space. Although I would like to see a libertarian at least be able to debate and swap ideas to really kind of see if it's just word service from them or if there's true passion behind there. Gotcha. And I think you're really only going to get that by putting them on a debate stage. But I'd love to share or borrow energy, or actually doing anything with those particular campaigns, just because it's not necessarily about who's going to help get me elected. For me, it's about who can I stand behind and what can we do to help just make positive changes. And I think they're both, right? I think they're both excellent candidates.